All right, now that I've spent more than 10 hours playing the beta, and I've also played the alpha and the pre-alpha, I thought I'd give a little bit of an update on not just Call of Duty as a whole, but finalize my opinions on this Call of Duty, because, I mean, it comes out very soon. So I really thought about it. I really thought about how Modern Warfare made me feel, some of the things I liked in Modern Warfare, some of the things that I didn't like about it, and I tried to look at this game in the same objective sense. What is it about Black Ops Cold War that makes me excited to play, and what is it that makes me dread getting into it? And the more that I thought about it, the more that I realized that there's quite a few things in Modern Warfare that I really enjoyed that didn't carry over. And there's a lot of things that I missed from a more arcade-style Call of Duty that I'm now finding in this game. I really did enjoy Modern Warfare. I did. I will say to the day I die, I thought that game was a very nice pivot for Call of Duty. It kept that game fresh. I mean, we got Warzone because of it, and I don't understand anybody who talks about, like, the gunplay in that game being bad. I just have to disagree. I think it's one of the best gunplay oriented Call of Duties we've had. Although I will say the movement in general and the weight of your character and you know, that part of it, the doors, not my favorite, but it is what it is. And I started thinking back to other Call of Duties, and Modern Warfare probably was the biggest pivot we've had in the franchise since Advanced Warfare or Black Ops 4 when we had jetpacks, right? That major change, or the change to movement, solidified those games as a completely different type of Call of Duty, not boots on the ground, from the ones that I grew up playing, Call of Duty 4, boots on the ground, whatever. So getting back into this and having an arcadey movement, you know, you're sliding, you're jumping, you're moving hella fast. I mean, you run like a fucking, like Usain Bolt in this game. It was refreshing. I like it. I think the movement part, and Treyarch always excels at making games feel fluid. That's kind of their MO here. I really, really like the way that it feels to run and gun on this game. It's like the game is begging you to get into people's faces. It's very enticing to keep running and sprinting everywhere, which is Call of Duty at its core, right? I want to turn off my brain and shred, listen to music and frag out if I'm playing multiplayer. But on top of the arcadey stuff, I feel like we've lost a lot of character, and I'll say it again, the guns, man, are so honestly boring. They are. I think that they're good, right? Everybody loves the MP5. I think the AK is my favorite to use because it actually has some character and kick to it, even though it has very little recoil. But Jesus, man, everything's a laser beam, and the scope attachments have no drawbacks, and I feel like for the most part all of your attachments are negligible in what they do, despite the fact that we have the incredible new feature. That should have been a collateral. The incredible new feature of having real numbers displayed in the stats instead of just a weird bar. So, I mean, you got to give Treyarch props for that. That is something that needs to stay in every Call of Duty, because there's shit in there I don't even know what it is. Like the idle sway reduction, like FM I don't know. I don't know. I don't care, but I like seeing it. It's good. They did make some changes to weapons, right? They've nerfed some and they've buffed some, and I couldn't give a shit less because they all feel, I mean, the same, really. And SMGs seem to be reigning king in most of the maps that we're playing. Even a map like this, which is geared to, I mean, it's like using a UMP on Afghan. Yeah, it works really well. Why does it work well? Apparently UMP, well, you know, was an AR in Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, well, the MP5 is an AR in this game. Same with the 74U. And I'm okay with SMGs being the dominant meta here instead of what seems to be LMGs in Warzone or ARs in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And I think that's fine. I'm really kind of, it leaves a lot to be desired. Very few times when somebody asks me, like, yo, what's your favorite gun to use? And I'm like, I don't really care. I don't know. And maybe the guns that we will get later on or in later levels, maybe those have some more, like, drawbacks and benefits to them to make them more situational. But the fact of the matter remains that when you picked up an HDR with thermal in multiplayer, you were like, God damn it, dude, I'm gonna have to hard scope because I can't quick scope with this thing. And it changed the way that you played with that gun drastically from if you had like a ADS build, right? And I loved that. But in this game, I mean, dude, your reg scopes in just as fast as your red dot, it feels like. So what the hell? It's just preference. And that's fine. Some people may like that. The maps are still awful. I mean, the new map that they put in, it was so fucking bad. Cartel, I hate it. it's not only is it like hilly, so it's always like you're running face to face with somebody when you crest a hill, but there's so much debris and bushes and stuff. It's just a nightmare for equipment if you don't have the equipment perk on. Again, this is the worst part of Call of Duty in recent years. Stop making non-3-lane maps. Stop trying to make it happen. It's not gonna happen. I mean, clearly it has, but God, it's frustrating. It makes me feel like I'm playing Battlefield, or it makes me feel like I'm playing Real War instead of a game where I can, you know, deduce where people may be more likely to spawn because of the map layout, right? It removes a lot of like the game sense and map knowledge that you would traditionally have in favor of making it a little bit more random. Some people may like that. I don't. I do not. And this map that we're playing Satellite continues to be not a good one. Still, though, it's the best map to snipe on, that's for sure. The new game mode, the Dirty Bomb game mode, pretty fun. A little chaotic. Actually, not a little chaotic. It's absolute chaos. The air support is miserable. It's just like you spawn in, you fight 3 people with armor, and then you die. I don't know what they're gonna need to do to make that a little bit more predictable, because it feels like they were worried that everybody will leave their game and play Warzone instead, so they decided to make their own version of like a miniature Warzone to keep people playing their game and not Warzone, which is Call of Duty in general. And I think they probably have failed on that one, at least as it stands, because that is not... It's a pretty hit or miss for a lot of people, and it's very chaotic. But I applaud them for trying new stuff, and I think there is potential there for it to be a good, game mode. There comes a time where you realize that maybe some types of games like Call of Duty Modern Warfare's multiplayer, or Call of Duty multiplayer in general, I mean, hell, even Halo multiplayer, it doesn't really do the same thing for you. And it doesn't build a storyline when you're playing it as much, right? Like maybe you get a close game that's a come from behind, but like if you're sweating your ass off and your teammates aren't, and the other team's sweating your ass off, it's a frustrating experience versus you're playing a BR and you're sweating your ass off. It's basically just you and your team, and that's the way it is. And there's fewer people to blame, so it's more immersive, and it's just a little bit, I don't know. It just seems to me like that is where a lot of people are gravitating towards, and I don't know if Call of Duty's multiplayer is a thing that is like the real seller here. Like, I'm more excited for zombies after playing this than I was at the start. I think that the game itself plays well, and it runs pretty good. And I think that it's a pretty safe bet for Call of Duty. This is like when you turn in your homework expecting to get a C+, B-, knowing that nobody can really get mad at you because you did the assignment, but you know damn well you're not gonna knock it out of the park. The teacher's not gonna bring you to the front of class and be like, look at this thing. But, I mean, there's nothing here that makes me drool over myself. It's fun, and it's fun for what it is, and I will probably stop playing it in a month and go back to Warzone. I'm looking forward to the campaign. The game is beautiful. I'm looking forward to zombies. I'm looking forward to additional content, but there's just nothing here that is in any way, shape, or form going to draw me back. Game battles and search and destroy and the things that I enjoy playing Call of Duty for will still be here, because year after year, Call of Duty is Call of Duty. It doesn't change drastically enough to make me go, oh my God, or it doesn't change, drastically enough to bring other people who traditionally don't like the game in. And that's fine. I mean, we are like literally 15 years into the game's life cycle, and you don't fix what's not broken. It's still the #1 shooter out there, and it makes a shit ton of money, so like, what's the point of changing it? The beta, everybody should play it before you buy. I think that it's going to frustrate some people to know that it's kind of like a 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10. But for me, I think given Treyarch had a shorter time frame to develop this, I think they had a normal 2-year cycle on this one because they had to pick it up late. All things considered, they did really well with it, and I am glad they're trying new stuff with the game modes at the very minimum. The whole 5 flag domination, advanced arms or whatever it's called, or combat, I don't remember what it is. I like it less and less the more that I play, but it does... I mean, it is new for Call of Duty in a sense, and so I'm not gonna bitch and moan about it. I just wish that in these betas we could play Search and Destroy, the game mode that I actually want to play and grind out with my teammates. VIP, by the way, has grown on me, which is shocking. It's actually kind of fun. Why? Because there's no kill streaks in the game. None. and it kind of has that same exciting feeling when you're clutching up in a search and destroy game. So, I mean, you know, if they put in some ranked playlists, if they put in real ranked, I could see myself actually getting on to play search and destroy ranked with people. I think a Halo type, you know, system could be good. I think everybody's been asking for that since Black Ops had the whole ranked playlists and clans and such. And for whatever reason, nobody's like, why are we not doing that? Isn't that the easiest way to see, like what if you're a team member or an org looking for players? Like, what an easy way to check on the cream of the crop if you have something like League of Legends where there's a challenger tier and such. Also, by the way, the nameplates on friendlies are so broken, and I had so many issues. Sorry it took me 10 minutes to get this. I had so many issues with this beta, from sound to the game crashing to... this game plays like an alpha currently with a lot of the like party issues and stuff. They got 1 month to figure it out, and they better get their asses on it, because this was frustrating, to say the least. It was frustrating to play with people, and it was not a good look coming out of an already janky beta from PlayStation, as we've heard. So I'll let people who have played both give their opinion on that. Gold Glove and the group that I'm playing with now said, yeah, they have more issues currently than they did when they were playing in the PlayStation beta, which is kind of surprising, but I don't know, man. It's not going to be the savior Call of Duty that people may have wanted, but it's going to be Call of Duty all the same, and for that, I give it a thumbs up out of several thumbs up. It's not a bad thumbs down, but it definitely isn't something I'm writing home to my mom about. If you guys enjoyed the video, though, let me know. I'm going to have some more Call of Duty content when the game drops, maybe some fun times with friends and such, maybe a little montage, but appreciate you guys watching, and as always, I will talk to you all later.
The revive is kind of weird.
Oh!
Are they in there?
Wow! That's him. That's a VIP.
Oh!
You blocked the door. I couldn't get through.